Hey guys, Petzergling and Daz with the fourth game, Leta vs. Luxury, MSL round of 8. Leta up 2-1 in the series. Luxury just a kind of depressing defeat in the third game, but I think he's got a chance to come back here. We do have
He even
Carthage,
still looks
which
depressed.
we haven't seen too many games on, but for the most part, it just seems overall a really strong Zerg map. I don't think any Terrans have won versus Zergs in the few games that we've seen played on
No,
it.
it's 2-0
So
so
things
far
really
for
looking at
TBZ
Luxury's
versus
favor,
the
and
team.
really in everyone's favor, because we're going to see a 5-game series, and just for sinking 1-0, and we're off. And I have to imagine, you know, if I was in Leta's position, not only being 1-0 or up 1 in the series, but being on a pretty Zerg-favored map, I would really expect Leta to go for some sort of cheese build here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he should try and defend any sort of rush? Because we saw Savior go for like a 9-pool build. Do you think a safe defensive build would be good here, or do you think he should just try and end it as soon as possible?
I'm of the opinion that on this map you should block if it's possible. I don't know. Can you block in these positions? I think you can.
So. Because the
I
walls
think
are
you can
vertical.
block at the bottom. Yeah. That would be my opinion. I think you should block and then go for Mac. That's what I think you should do. Either that or just play totally straight up standard, maybe like a 2 racks CC. But I think you should definitely either play safe or just do something, do a crazy cheese, just go nuts, like bunker rush or something. It looks like bunker
I
rush
was
is
gonna
a good
say,
idea,
if it was me, I
too
would
late
build
for
2
that now.
barracks in the middle of the map and bunker rush, but
Yeah.
really I would do that in every game. So.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, you do that every game versus every race on every map. So it's not really a valid point. And he does it on the account Protoss is homo, which is just the irony of that kills me. I don't even know what to say about that. It looks like both
9-pool
players are
speed from
opening pretty
Luxury.
standard. Yeah,
No,
I think
fuck
9-pool
that.
speed is a pretty safe bet on this map. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a good. I mean, it prevents the 14 CC. It prevents any kind of bunker rush, and it's good against the mech. So I think it's overall a solid opening. I think between those 3 things, that's what Terrans are gonna do. One of those 3, 90% of the time on this map. So I think going 9-pool speed is pretty solid choice. It looks like that's not what
Is he gonna put a
Leta is
second
doing.
barracks?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's gonna
wow.
go 2 barracks. So this is actually pretty strong against the 9-pool speed. 9-pool speed is not a good opening against 2 barracks. It just basically puts you at an economic disadvantage.
Especially, isn't the
no
map distance
purpose.
pretty big on this map too? I'd have to imagine
Yeah,
this
it
is
is. It's
actually
really
a pretty
far.
strong opening for Leta.
Yeah, this is working out in his favor so far. He's definitely going to have enough Marines to hold this. I mean, it should not be a problem. With some control, he should not have any problem. I mean, the one thing that makes it a little tough, and another reason why 9-pool is effective on this map, is because you don't have a choke, you don't have a ramp. So you can't just put 3 SCVs on your ramp and put 2 Marines behind it and hold off infinite Zerglings. No, he's actually going to have to micro in his base, but I think he'll be okay. He's probably going to get the second barracks up just in time to build 1 Marine out of it, have maybe 2 Marines out of the first one, and should be good. That should be enough for him. The Zerglings are going to be there really soon, but the barracks are all the way close to his base. And it's going to be a little funnel there, so he's not going to take much damage. And especially Leta knows it's coming, so he's going to be totally ready for it. Luxury's got his hatchery going down already. Leta, he's building another depot, so that means he's probably going to keep building Marines and not command center right away necessarily. We have yet to see. We just have to see if he's going for a 2 racks CC or if he's going to go for a 2 racks gas and actually go for a sunken break or for an old school TBZ style. Yeah, he's taking the gas. Okay, so he's going to go academy and he's going to go medics and medics before command center. So we're going to see more old school sort of TVZ, and maybe this is a reaction to the map. I don't know. Maybe he's got some kind of specific game plan. I think it is a good idea because it seems like if you play completely standard, that it is a Zerg favored map in that situation. So he's probably going to try to throw Luxury off, and it seems that every time he's done something to throw Luxury off, it's been effective for him. So I think this is a good idea for Leta.
I agree. Always a good move when you go for the 2 barracks opening when you suspect a 9-pool. Then you see the 9-pool and you can just take your gas and go into an academy build while you expand. So really nice move from Leta. And as you see, Luxury is putting his third hatchery in his natural expansion. And this isn't a very common placement unless you're going for an all-in Ling, which I can't imagine he's going to do. So the only other explanation is that he's still fearing some sort of mech like Vulture run-by, because you generally don't want to put a lot of buildings in your natural expansion against a bio build, because you want your units to be able to flow out so you can get better flanks off. And when you have a bunch of shit there, you can't like run lurkers by at will. And that's always important late game, and I'm sure he has all of his building placements mapped out, so he's afraid of some sort of early aggression. It looks like that's exactly what Leta's going to go for. He's researching Stim. He's actually pulled some of his SCVs off gas, so he's not going to go for an engineering bay +1. He's going to get his CC down, and 2 sunken colonies going up for Luxury, so pretty standard response there. Going for the lair after third hatchery. It depends. He does have a lot of Zerglings, and he's actually using the Zerglings to scout everywhere, but he has the Overlord, and he sees that Leta is going for, I guess, a command center there, and Luxury's going to need to get his Zerglings together, and actually third sunken going down. And if he can get that third sunken down in time, he's going to be okay. Leta streaming his Marines one by one. And this is a dangerous move. When I do this on ahkbar, I always just get 500 Zerglings run into my base. Like, Leta's really lucky. I guess.
There.
Well, still though, like 500 Zerglings can kill a couple firebats.
If he gathers these Marines and stims, he's going to be able to do some damage.
Oh my God! He's running by.
Oh my God! Is he? Oh wow! He really is. What a guy! I can't believe he just did that. What a baller!
That's so.
You know, he could have done a little
Nobody
better job
does that anymore. Yeah, but
you
have to give Luxury credit there. He reacted really quick to that. He pulled drones off and he blocked the Marines. And Leta actually was kind of sloppy, but he started and he was killing the drones. But at the same time, Luxury really minimized that. If Leta would have got double those Marines in there, which was definitely, I mean, he had like at least 14 or 15 Marines there. If he would have pulled 8 through, Luxury probably would have lost the game there.
It would have been fun.
So even though Luxury's taking damage here, and this hurts because now that, oh my gosh, a lot of Zerglings, he forced, oh wow, he's going to kill all these Zerglings.
Nice
this
medic
is
wall.
No, he's not going to get him. Wow, the medic wall worked out really good.
Barely breaks.
That hurt Luxury there. Now Leta's going to go into Luxury's base.
Man.
This is just terrible. Luxury now forced to pull drones. He lost his extractor. He had to pull drones off of it. His Mutilus timing is going to be terrible. Leta just, oh wow, this is just a clutch move here from Leta. And Luxury, now he needs to save his larva to have 9 Mutilus out. So these only Zerglings are going to be the, I guess there's only a couple Marines. He's going to be able to mop these up. But at the same time, Luxury took a lot of economic damage there. And I'm interested to see back at Leta's base how many Marines he has and how able he's going to be to defend against Mutilus harass, which is obviously coming up.
Yeah. Well, he's putting down a lot of barracks, so okay, he's got a decent force of Marines up. You know what? His expansion was so late, so like compared to a standard game where you just go 1 rack CC, I don't think that he's really pulled ahead that far. I think that the amount of damage he did was kind of mostly just enough to get him just a little bit of an advantage. I don't think he's really
yeah, well, he lost the Marines too.
By any point.
So
yeah,
sure,
exactly,
he got an advantage, but Luxury can take it right back with Mutilus if he can. You know, it's like sure he got an advantage, but it's temporary.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, a lot of times you would think, oh man, that's such a huge blow to the Zerg. You know, he's really fucked, but that's not the case because Leta actually, you know, Leta's expansion was really late. You know, which was what allowed him to do that, and he's also down a lot of Marines. You know, he's down like 15 Marines that he might have otherwise had. So a lot of it's going to depend on Luxury's Mutilus Karask here. The turrets are definitely not going to be in time, but Leta does have a lot of Marines. And not only that, but it's only 5 Mutilus so far. I gotta imagine that he's going to be building more and streaming more down. Hopefully he goes right for the turrets here, and he's going to be able to kill these before they finish, and that's going to hurt for Leta. That's going to allow Luxury... Oh, no, he gets 2 of the turrets up, and yeah, he gets them up just in time. So, that was a good play by
Good turret timing there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you for saving me from stumbling around the jackass.
No, as a Terran player, it's just like, I try and get them lined up, but did you like literally see how perfect that was? Like he ran the Mutilus straight to the turrets and they were still finished. Wow, Leta needs to be careful here. He doesn't have any medics with that group, and he stimmed it. Like he can't really take too much damage. Now this is a really interesting style of Terran versus Zerg, and you don't see it a lot. This is almost like what Firebat Hero does. You can see normally in a Terran vs Zerg build, when the Mutalisks pop out, the Terran is building their starport and is defending it. But at this point, Leta's only just now building his factory.